Sometimes the zoologists find me pacing in my cage. Let me show you. Well, first of all, it's hard to pace. There needs to be a pace of pacing. And if you don't find that pace of pacing, you don't pace. So let me show you what I've got so far. That's about the extent of it. And needless to say, the zoologists are baffled. I'm even winded, but I haven't done much. The zoologists have been studying me. Why? Why are they studying me? One of them. His name is Alan. He looks at me quite intently whenever I start pacing. Alan is very adept with the loudspeaker. He's got a microphone. I can see him. Well, I can't see him. He's up there. Well, I don't know if he's up there. He may be over there. This makes me pace. See, the camera is right there. But there's a wall over here that's made of, I guess, what do they call that? Well, it's that. It's that glass that's one way. It's like a one-way mirror kind of thing. So I can see myself, but I can obviously deduce that people are there behind it. The rest of the walls here are just like, I don't know what they are, but they're not that. They're like concrete, steel. Something like that. Anyways, you may wonder, hey Alan, you may wonder why I'm here. Alan, why am I here? Excuse me? Why am I here? Or which one should I address? Should I address the camera? Or should I address the one-way mirror? Hello, Alan, why am I in here? Hello. Hey, Alan. Hello, Abraham. That's not my name, Alan. It's not my name. I'm not Abraham. Alan? It makes you wonder, really. How many subjects and how many rooms is Alan looking at, and do I have Alan's name right? He says he's Alan, but he thinks I'm Abraham, so maybe he doesn't even know. I don't really want to tell him my name. Sometimes I just make up new names based on people I admired in college. Sometimes I'm really hot and I'm really lit and I make up names based on people I didn't admire in college. Needless to say, I'm in here for a reason. You might have surmised that. I'm in here because I'm conducting a survey, a study. I'm tired of the traditional narrative. The traditional narrative is that Alan is looking through that camera, sitting at a desk behind that one-way mirror and studying me. I'm really tired of that narrative. You shall never know my name, Alan. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I didn't authorize anybody to enter into this room. Hello, hi. Hi. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing in this room? This is my room. No, it's not. It's not your room. Excuse me, Alan. Somebody's in my room? Who? I didn't authorize anybody being in my room, Alan. So, whatever you need to do, just clear this guy out. I'm not going anywhere. This is my experiment. So, you need to leave. I like it in here. It's a better temperature than the other room that I was just in. You were in a different room than this room? Yeah. Okay, what room were you in? Well, it was a room just like this room. But it was, a little uncomfortable, temperature-wise. That's why you left? Yeah. I think I'll stay in this room. Okay, buddy. I'm conducting an experiment in here. And you're not part of the experiment. Alan? I need this gentleman. I don't know if you've got security here or whatever, whoever. I just need this room for my own purposes. Please. Thank you, Alan. Excuse me, this is not Alan. All right. Who am I talking to? You're talking to Ian. Ian. Okay, Ian. Ian, where's Alan? Alan's on his lunch break. Ian, Alan, okay, whatever. Ian, I need this guy gone. He's actually authorized to be in your room. Ian, I'm the one who authorizes things, and I did not authorize this guy. No, he's allowed. Who's conducting the experiment here? Ian, me, or you? Well, actually, I think it's Alan who's conducting the experiment, but he's on his lunch break and he asked me to fill in for him. No. This is my room. I'm the test subject conducting an experiment on the experimenter. I've flipped the script. Did you guys not get the newsletter, the memo? I sent it out to all these so-called scientists. We're flipping the script, and the test subject is going to be experimenting on the experimenters. For once, we're going to invert the hierarchy because, frankly speaking, we've encountered a lot of difficulty in the data that people have been collecting over the last 500 years. It's time to reverse the trend with, what do they call it? What is that great term that I can't remember? Cognitive bias, that's what it is. So, Ian, when Alan gets back, just tell him to get this guy out. I need my room for my own experiments. I don't know if he's going to allow that. I don't see any experimental equipment. What experiments are you conducting down there? It's consciousness experiments. You wouldn't see any equipment. Who am I speaking to? I told you. Ian. What's this guy's name? I'm Morgan. I don't know who he is. Well, then how did you get into my room, Morgan? The door to my room opened. I walked out in the hallway, and I saw the door to this room, and I just opened it up. I walked right in. Okay. Well, then you could just walk right out. No. I don't want to. I like it in here. I like the vibe. You like the vibe? You like my vibe? Yeah, I like what you're doing. I like the... What'd you say? You're flipping the script on the scientists? That's a pretty cool deal. I like that. I think I could be part of that experiment, whatever's required of me. Is that so, Morgan? Yeah, man. What are we experimenting about? Alan, is this some kind of joke? Alan is at lunch. This is Ian. Am I really speaking to Alan, who's pretending to be Ian, or am I speaking to Ian? Well, I guess you'll never know. Just tell me. You're speaking to Ian. Alan is on his lunch break. He'll be back shortly, and then I'll hand the speakerphone over to him. Okay, Morgan. Why are you in this building? What building are we talking about? This... I don't know. I guess it's a warehouse? Why are you here? Why are you? Because I'm conducting consciousness experiments. I'm kind of switching around the observer effect. In other words, there's this paradigm that the observer affects the observed. Well, I'm the observed, and now I'm trying to observe the observer. Except that it's one way. There's a camera there, and there's a frickin' whatever this is, one-way mirror here. And I'm having a very hard time observing the observer. But I'm getting there. I'm finding a way. Because it's all so contrived. You know, this is just... Do you know what I'm talking about? No, man. I don't, but I dig it. I dig the fact that you're really passionate about doing something. When I stumbled into that room over there, I didn't know what I was doing with myself. I just kind of showed up there and looked around and kind of bored. How'd you get into that room? I don't know. I think maybe I fell asleep in my bed and I woke up in the room. That's my best guess. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly how I got there. Really? You don't know how you got there? No. How'd you get here? I don't know. You don't know? You're just saying that I don't know. But you don't know either. I have an idea. I mean, one day I was just thinking, I didn't trust any of the stuff that I was seeing in the news. I didn't trust the stuff in the textbooks. I didn't trust the stuff I was seeing in the movies and social media. And I was just like, something's gotta change, man. Something's gotta... You ever felt that way? Morgan, that something's gotta change and you gotta be the change you want to see in the world? Well, I don't know that I actually think that I would need to be the change that I need to see in the world, but definitely with you on the fact that the world needs to change. Precisely my point. And so I was like, well, what's the root of the problem? What's the root? Yeah, man. What is the root? What's the root, Morgan? Yeah. What is the root? What is the root, man? I don't know. 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 So, I want you to understand, Morgan, that these zoologists, as they call themselves, have taken upon themselves to watch human subjects, but from the zoological perspective. And hence I am here pacing around. But what these zoologists don't frankly understand is that I chose to be here so that I could study them, studying me. Because if I could study how they study me, then I can get to the root of the problem of what's wrong with reality. Do you understand what I mean by that, Morgan? Not exactly, man. But I dig your passion. I dig it. Who are you? What the hell? You already sent one guy in here and now... I'm sorry. The party's already too... Who are you? Why are you here? The door was open. I decided to come in here. What are you guys doing? Well, I was just explaining to my new friend Morgan here that I'm trying to get to the root of what's wrong with reality. And thus, I've set up this experiment where I observe the observer and try to understand how they misunderstand. Who the hell... I'm sorry. I'm beside myself. I am beside myself. I've got Morgan here, and your name would be... Now you can call me Kevin. Okay. Kevin and Morgan. I'll do my best to remember that. So, Morgan just likes the temperature here. Why are you here, Kevin? I don't know. I was just walking around the hall and the door was open. The door was open? Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit open anyways. It wasn't wide open. It was just a little bit open, so I just opened it. Okay. Okay. What'd you say your name was again? It's Kevin. Kevin. So, Kevin, you're here to have a good time? Is that what it is? I don't know. The room that I was in was just kind of boring after a while. It was just nothing was really happening there. And so I figured I would just walk out in the hallway and just see what's going on around here. And looks like you and Morgan are having a really deep conversation. Well, I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Ian. Yep, it's still Ian. Okay. Ian, is there any reason why people just keep entering into my room? Well, you left the door open. No, I left the door open. I left the door open. It's Morgan. Morgan left the door open. Damn it. Happen to know when Alan's getting back? Nope. He didn't tell me when he was going to get done with his break. Okay. Okay. Kevin, I got a question for you. Now that you're here, you said that you want to have a good time. Tell me what you think a good time is. I don't know. That's not gonna cut it. Tell me what a good time is for you. I don't know. When you have a good time, you just know you're having a good time. You're just having a good time. You don't need to analyze it. You're just having a good time. Wouldn't you? What I want to know is if you walked into this room and we were having a good time, what would we be doing? I mean, I don't know, maybe there would be some beer and you guys would be watching the game or something. So, Kevin, we're not watching the game and we're not drinking beer. As far as I know, Ian, Alan, they're not going to be sending a TV set in here and some chips and some beer and some all that, whatever that is. So do you think that you'll be leaving here soon? You thinking I'm going to leave? I don't know, Kevin. I mean, you think you're going to leave if you're not going to have a good time in here? And Morgan, if the temperature gets unpleasant for you, do you think you're going to leave? No, I like your vibe, man. So even if the temperature fluctuates out of my comfort zone, I think I'll stay. Yeah, I think I'll stay. I mean, Kevin seems like a decent guy, so maybe the three of us will just hang out for a while. Kevin? If we're not going to have a good time, how long do you think you'll stay? Well, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what's going on in the other room, so maybe at some point I'll just be bored and I'll walk out and go to the other rooms. But as long as you're sitting here and you're just like, I don't know, man, you seem pretty intense. Seem pretty intense to you? Yeah. You seem to be having a good time. A good time? I'm not having a good time. I mean, you're having something. I mean, if I could just kind of see you, you're big, man. You're like, I don't know. The first thing I think about is you're like Tom Cruise. Really? Yeah. You're like Tom Cruise, man. You're big. So, I'm essentially a good time just by being me. Is that what you're saying there, Kevin? Yeah, mean, I suppose that is what I'm saying. It's a little weird the way you put it, but, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm sorry, who are you? Hey guys. I'm just looking around. You're not really welcome in this room, I'm sorry. Do you own the room? Yeah, I mean, this is my room. I just happened to be interrupted by these two guys, and now you're here. What is your name? I'm Lynn. Lynn? Yeah. L-Y-N-N, not an E. Lynn. That's a girl's name. Lynn is not a girl's name. Only a girl's name. It could be a man's name. Okay. What brings you to this room, Lynn? The door was open. The door was open. Imagine that, Kevin. Hey, I just put it back the way that it was. Lynn, let me guess. You didn't like the temperature of your room, or you weren't having a good time? Was it one of those? I'm just seeking answers, really. I'd like to know. I'd like to know what this place is. I get a weird feeling about this place. It's just like I walk down the hall and there's all these doors to all these rooms, and most of the doors are locked, except this was open. Yeah, I don't really know why this was open, Ian. Actually, it's Alan now. I'm back from lunch. Okay, well, it's nice to have you back, Alan. You know, I wasn't happy with your substitute there for a little bit. Ian's a little bit ignorant. You have any idea why Morgan, Kevin, and Lynn are in my room? No. No idea. Hey, Ian, do you know why these other guys are in the room? No, I just noticed they were in there myself. Ian doesn't know either. Isn't this such a strange experiment this guy is running? Yeah. You know, I don't get what he thinks he's gonna learn. He can't really get any reliable data about us. He's trying. I'm just curious. You don't mind if I talk to him a little bit more, do you? No. Hey, it's Ian. What kind of information do you think you're gonna get about me and Alan? I mean, this seems to be a blind experiment. You can't really see us, you know. You can just hear our voice. Well, I am actually gathering data about you. Alan goes to lunch. It takes about 20 minutes. Then I'm talking to his incompetent replacement. Meanwhile, people are flooding my room. So this is really good data for me to have. Okay, well, notwithstanding the fact that you're insulting me personally, what applications do you foresee for the data that you're accumulating there? Wouldn't you like to know, Ian? Well, I'm just curious. I don't really suspect that I am missing out on anything. What about you, Alan? Oh, we're just curious, you know, just curious. Put your hand over the mic. He's in there thinking he's having his own experiment. Turning the tables on us, turning us into the subjects. You flood his room, he can't study us, he's just too preoccupied with people. Okay. I like it. Carry on.
All right, well, listen, we're just going to be up here. We're going to continue to watch and see what's happening. Is that right, Ian? Yeah, we're just as curious as you are. And what are you curious about, Ian? Well, we're just curious how you're going to deal with these three people in the room now that they're here. Guys? I think they're pulling the wool over my eyes, trying to distract me from the subject at hand, which is, I'm studying them. Tell me, guys, what you've learned about Ian and Alan since you've walked into this room, or perhaps you've had previous experience with these two cats.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Ian Allen. Sounds like a furniture company, Ian Allen. You know, when you first asked me, and I said it was just the temperature, I did kind of wonder. I've been fairly aimless my whole life. And I think that's why I ended up here. I mean, like I said, I don't remember exactly why I'm here. I think I fell asleep or something, and I woke up in one of these rooms, and
these voices sound familiar, I'll give you that much, but
you have so much conviction. I want what you have. So, even if it gets like witch's tit cold in here, I'm probably gonna stick around just to see what you do. 'Cause you're lit, man. You're lit. Well, I appreciate that, Morgan. You sure that they didn't put you up to any of this? I mean, not that I know. Not that I know. What about you, Kevin? I gotta agree with Morgan. I just living my life for a good time gets me in front of the TV set all the time, and I'm just watching the game. My woman is unimpressed. She's irritated with me when I watch the game. Yeah, what game are you watching? I mean, when I say the game, I just mean anything, really. Could be basketball, could be tennis, could be football, could be soccer. I've been watching the WNBA lately with the Caitlin Clark and, what's her name? Paige Buchers. My wife doesn't like it when I watch the WNBA. These 6 foot tall people, Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall, and she doesn't like the fact that I know their names and I know their heights, and I know where they came from, their colleges and everything, and it's kind of like when I was collecting baseball cards as a kid and knew the stats of every baseball player. So, you know, I was kind of hoping that you had the game on in here, but it doesn't look like you have the game on, but there is a kind of game here going on. There's a different kind of game. Different kind of game. Why do you watch these women playing basketball? Kevin, what's in it for you? Just like the intensity, man. I like the intensity. I feel drawn into the intensity. This is what I'm missing in my life. I'm missing it, man. And when I walked into this room, you got that intensity, buddy. You do. And I admire it. I want to be like you. I'm tired of watching intensity. I want to be intense. I want to be intense, man. Yeah. Sick of looking for a good time out there. I want a good time in here. All right, man. Okay, Kevin. Well, welcome to the experiment. Lynn, you said you just want to figure out what the fuck's going on. Is that right? Yeah. I do. I want to know what you're up to. What I'm up to? I already told you what I'm up to. I'm trying to break it down. Lynn, I don't know if you ever sat alone in a room and tried to figure out the universe. I sit alone in a room and try to figure out the universe. And I did that for a long time, Lynn. And then I realized I needed to try something. I need to branch out. Because it was just me, sitting alone in the room. That's when I came up with this brilliant idea of having people watch me while I sat alone in a room. But the crazy thing is, Lynn, I don't know how I got here. I just had that idea, and then sometime later I was here. So you go figure out what that is. You don't know how you got here? No. Quite frankly, I doubt that you know how you got here either. No, I don't. I don't know how I got here. In fact, I'm really suspicious. I'll tell you what I think. Is that all of us were just doing whatever we were doing. Okay? And then they built a fucking warehouse around us. That's not a bad theory, Lynn. It's the only thing I can make sense of. I was living my life. I didn't make any fucking choice to be in any of these rooms. But I suddenly find myself in one. Now, my best theory is I went to sleep and I woke up in it, and I had my memory wiped of how I got into it. Okay? What I propose is that we do something about it. Well, I'm all for that, Lynn. You see those two guys up there? Well, I see the camera. Well, then they think that they're in control because they're looking through a camera. Hell, I don't know whether to look over here or over there. But that's what I'm trying to change. The idea that the people behind the camera are in control. You know what I mean by that, Lynn? Yeah. Man, I love the way you think. I'm just trying to think my way out of this, you know? Question for you two up there. If I invited you down into this room so that there were 6 of us in here, would you come down? That's a negative, ghostwriter. Yeah? What about you, Ian? Negative. Not interested in being down there with a bunch of hunks. You see that, Lynn? You see that? You get information about them. You just have to know how to fish for it. Morgan. How's the temperature, buddy? I'm not even paying attention to the temperature anymore, man. Okay. So what's your new point of focus? If you're not paying attention to the temperature. Well, I'm actually just feeling magnetized. If that's the way to put it, I think. I'm really magnetized by what's going on here, and I'm no longer just thinking about my temperature. That's right. So what are you doing about that? Doing about it? Yeah, thinking about how your thermostat. But now you're thinking about what's going on in this room with us 4 guys and those 2 motherfuckers up there. Yeah? So? What? Keep going. Keep digging. I'm gonna need you. Stay hot. What does that mean? You mean that's related to the temperature thing? You came in here. You're talking about temperature, so I'm moving with that motif. Stay hot about figuring out what's going on. You got me? Okay. Kevin. Touching base. Are you having a good time? Yeah. Not really. I mean, I'm getting there, but what I really want to know is about those 2 guys that you keep talking to up there in the camera. What's that all about? Why are you doing that? That's kind of where I want to go with this. I want to get in and figure out that. Like, I feel like I could have a good time if I know what you're doing. Well, I'm gonna go with Lynn's hypothesis on this one. We're gonna go with Lynn's hypothesis. Alright. Which hypothesis was that? Kevin, that's the hypothesis that we just had this warehouse of rooms erected around us and our memory was wiped. Okay, that's the hypothesis that we're gonna work with? Yeah, you like that? Well, it's okay. I mean, I'd rather watch the WNBA. Okay, well, remember, you're actually growing here. You're transforming because your sense of a good time is just locked into a screen watching women run around and throw a ball into a hoop. That's your idea of a good time. Well, man, you sound like my wife now. I said it could be any of those games. It's not just the WNBA. Yeah, I know. But it's all related to a ball, right? Pretty much, yeah. So it's all a ball. Yeah, it's a ball. Okay, well, now you're gonna shift your sense of a good time into figuring out what's going on here. But I thought you said that that's what you were doing. You were doing that. Like, for me, that's a little bit too. I don't know. It's too heady. It's too heady. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I just want to have a good time, man. I just want to have a good time. You know what I mean? Right. Well, you're gonna have a good time, Kevin, by working with me. All right. So what I'm trying to do is figure out what the fuck's wrong with everything. And I was in this room doing just fine, except for those two fucks. But I was doing just fine, and then you guys came in. And now I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but I gotta deal with you. But now I'm realizing that you're part of what's going on. So I gotta figure you out. I gotta touch base. I gotta touch base with Morgan and his temperature concerns, and then I gotta mold that. I gotta be the artisan there, the craftsman. I gotta work with his temperature fixation and turn it into something, and then I work with that. So I said, stay hot. Ooh, see that? Now with you, I'm like, okay, you're here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Now you're in my field, so I gotta work with you. I gotta work with you, Kevin. And your thing is having a good time watching women throw a basketball in a hoop. That's fine. I'm not a judge of that. But I gotta work with that, so that now you're having a good time here with this. And then you're contributing to the kind of expansion of consciousness here as we're trying to suss out what's wrong with the world. You understand me? You got me on that one, Kevin? Yeah, I do. Okay, Lynn, I think you get what's going on. You have that meta perspective. Yeah, I got a meta perspective. But I think we need to have a little bit more from the peanut gallery up there. Why do you think they're watching us? I can tell you that. We're watching you because you're trying. Excuse me. Because you're trying to watch us. Really? Yeah, you're trying to switch it around. I'm not trying to switch it around, he is. Yeah, but you're part of his game now. You're part of his game, so we treat you as one of the same. Who am I speaking to? You're speaking to Ian. Ian, you seem to be a little bit more, playful than your counterpart. What's his name? My name is Alan. Yeah, Alan. Seem a little bit uptight. Not really uptight, just biding my time, Lynn. Just enjoying the show. You guys are making for great entertainment down there trying to figure this stuff out.
Maybe we already have it figured out. Oh, okay, Lynn. You keep telling yourself that. Could have had me fooled, buddy. You know what? I never caught your name. You want to know my name? Well, you know my name, you know his name, and you know everybody's name, but nobody knows your name. This is my room, Lynn. I don't have to tell anybody my name. In fact, I can't. Or the experiment will just blow up in our face. Okay. Do they know your name? Not as far as I can tell. Yes, we know his name. I never told you my name, guys. Yeah, we know it. Okay. What is my name? Ian. Well, we can't tell you your name, because if the other guys hear it, then that'll disrupt the experiment, and also, if you know that we know, that will also disrupt the experiment. But rest assured, we know your name. Is your name really Ian? No. What about your name, Alan? Is that your name? No, it is not. So the only people whose names we actually know: Morgan, Kevin, Lynn. Guys, do we have your names correct? You have my name correct. Okay. Thank you, Morgan. Kevin? Yeah. Lynn? Yeah, you have my name. I don't like the fact that I don't know your name. Half of us are going either anonymous or by pseudonyms, and half are giving their real names. Do you guys feel disadvantaged because you've given your name and you don't know mine, and they're lying about theirs? A little bit. Yeah. Why is that, Morgan? Not saying you just know something about me. Okay. Why does that translate into something, being disadvantaged? Well, it's like if you say my name, you kind of have a piece of me, I suppose. But I don't have a piece of you. So that your name is a piece of you, huh? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. And it's for you, Kevin. How do you feel about the fact that you don't know my name? Well, I don't much care. I don't much care. Except that you do know my name when I don't know your name, so there's a bit of an imbalance there. But I don't really care too much. And you, man? Well, it's just more crazy. This is just more craziness. guess I kind of like it, actually, for that reason. It's kind of crazy. You insist on not telling us your name, and we're in your room. These guys are liars. So I like the fact that we seem to be on the cusp of some kind of discovery. And it has to do with just accepting these certain variables in the equation of the unknown. Equation of the unknown. I like that. Variables in the equation of the unknown, then. I almost feel like telling you my name, just because I like that so much, like a reward, you know, like dopamine, you know? But I won't tell you, I won't tell you. We're building tension. That's what I see more than anything else. There's a tension building. And pretty soon the tension is gonna blow the roof off this place. You feel that tension up there, guys? Who are you speaking to, Lynn? The liar known as Ian, I guess. You feel the tension? I feel a little bit of tension, yeah. It's not as palpable, seeing as we're up here and you're down there. You're not up there, you're over there. Well, call me a liar then, Lynn. I guess I'm over there, aren't I? So you feel more powerful up there? Liar known as Ian? Because we don't know your name, we can't see you. You can see us. You know our names. This imbalance of power. You like that? Kinda do like it, yep. Kinda. What about you, Alan? Well, I hadn't really thought about it, Ian, but it does seem to me that we are in a position of power, and I do kind of like it. I do like the fact. I do. But it is strange. I do feel a little bit more power over Lynn and Kevin and Morgan, but not so much under the one who refuses to divulge his name. Well, Alan, as I said, we know his name. He just doesn't know that we know his name. He thinks we're bluffing. But as long as we know it, we have more power. Do you? Yes, Mr. No Name, we do. I like Lynn's theory that this place is just erected around us. In our sleep. I like the idea that you think that you're so powerful. But the truth is, I'm here figuring out the universe and you're up there just watching me do it. Thinking you've got all the power. The power's down here on the floor. Now, I haven't gotten these guys fully up to speed yet, although Lynn is fast approaching. Power's not up there, guys. Power's down here on the floor. This is the killing floor. We're not killing people, we're killing the meaninglessness. Now, you have established. Oh, how is that? How have we established meaningless, Mr. No Name? You're the one who won't give your name. Funny, Ian. No, tell us. Tell us how we're the one who are responsible for the meaninglessness that you feel. Because you're up there behind the camera, trying to control everything. Which means that if I live inside this place, if I'm stuck inside here, then I'm not free, and my life is meaningless. But I flipped the switch. I'm watching you, watching me, bucko. That's right. So I just broke free, and now I'm generating meaning. Whereas before I was just floating around like a zombie in your matrix grid. You don't know my name, my true name. You got some name from your databank, but that's not it. That's not it. So guys, let's give them a show. Let's start pacing and see what these zoologists have to say. Create some kinetic motion, some energy, guys. Are you nervous up there? Over there, wherever you happen to be, you nervous? No, we're not nervous. We're just enjoying the show. Thank you. You'll be nervous soon enough, Ian. Soon enough, you're gonna figure out what's actually going on, my friend. My friend's a little inappropriate, don't you think? You're not Ian's friend. I am. Okay, Alan, if you say so. We're just down here pacing and amusing ourselves. How's the temperature there, Morgan? You feeling hot? No, man, I'm feeling cool. Cool in a good way, right? Oh yeah, I'm feeling super cool, man. Good. Catherine, are you having a good time? Is this better than watching the basketball game with a bunch of 6-foot-tall women? Amazonians? Men? Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that they're men, but yeah, I am starting to have a good time. I don't seem to need a ball to go into a hoop or a goal. I'm just kind of here, listening to you as you're giving them hell, man with no name. Well, let's not just make man with no name my name, okay? It's very important that these fucktards don't have a way to designate me. Oh, it's okay, no name. We designate you with your real name. We're just not going to share that with you. Okay, Ian, whatever you say. You know you don't know my name. Oh, we've got a name for you. We definitely do, don't we, Alan? We've got the best name for you. If you only knew what we called you. You ain't got no power over me. You can make up names, you can cast your spells, but I'm down here, and I'm free. And I'm watching you, watching me. Lynn, status report. Well, I'm wondering what we're doing. I'm wondering if we're achieving a kind of high impact. We can't be the only ones in this warehouse. I suspect there are many more. Many more. Okay, then. Tell me what your intuition tells you. Well, I'm just kind of feeling into what I'm feeling here, and I'm feeling that there are thousands, if not
maybe millions of people in this warehouse, and they're all behind these locked doors. In this warehouse, I'm getting a hit. The warehouse goes on forever. They just made this entire warehouse around all humans. And now I'm really getting a hit. This is a crazy hit. But those two assholes up there. Careful, we can hear you. Yeah, you, asshole. How you like your room? We're not really in a room, not like you guys. Are we? I don't know if we're in a room yet or not, but we're not in a room like those guys. You thought about this, Alan? I mean, here we are, technically this is a room. Yeah, I know, but we can leave anytime we want. I just went and had lunch. Yeah, Alan, but you didn't leave the warehouse, did you? No, I didn't leave the warehouse. I just went down to the lunchroom and had some lunch. The cafeteria. I know, but what I'm saying, Alan, is have you ever left the warehouse? I haven't needed to leave the warehouse. Everything that I need is here in the warehouse. Shit, man. Alan? What? We have not left this fucking warehouse ourselves. So? Well, what the fuck are we doing, man? Just looking through these fucking cameras at these guys. Listen to me, Ian. As long as we're in this position and we know who they are, they don't know who we are, and we're watching them, that's all I really care about. That's what... I don't know. I feel okay about that. You don't have anything else going on but just looking at these dudes through the camera? What do I need? I mean, listen, I can go get my food, I can take a shit if I want, and I come back here and I watch these guys. It's just all, I mean, what else do I need? I'm thinking I need more. Well, good luck. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Alan, have you ever thought that there may be some people looking at us through some kind of camera in this room? Ian, that's paranoia. I don't have time for paranoia. I'm amusing myself by watching these guys. I know, but what about the fact that someone may be watching us is what I'm getting at. Yeah, I know what you're getting at, Ian, but for me, it's pointless. It's pointless to speculate whether other people are spying on us, because, quite frankly, I'm enjoying the show. What about that over there? What is that? I don't know what that is. What do you think it is? It doesn't look normal. I'll tell you that much. Okay, well, do we even need to worry about that? Don't you think you're just being a little bit paranoid, Ian? No. It doesn't look like a camera to me, but it doesn't look like it should be there either. Okay, well, if you want to obsess about some weird object in the corner, you can, but I'm gonna go back to watching my boys. I don't like that. Alan, I don't like that. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not thinking about that. That thing's telepathic. I could feel it fucking reading my thoughts right now. Ian, I don't have technology like that. It's reading my thoughts, Alan. It is literally reading my thoughts. I can feel it scraping my brain for information. And what the fuck is that? And I don't know how to stop it. I don't want it doing that. All right, I'm gonna talk to the boys about this. Gentlemen, this is Ian. You mean asshole? Yeah, asshole. Is this asshole number 1 or asshole number 2? You want to be asshole number 1 or asshole number 2? You can be asshole number 1. I don't think I want to be asshole number 2. Alright, I'll be asshole number 1, but you're asshole number 2. It's asshole number 1. Yeah, what do you want, asshole number 1? It's been an interesting development up here. Are you really gonna talk to him about this? Yes, I am, asshole number 2. I am, because I think they're onto something. And I didn't even think about that until I saw that thing. Okay. Asshole number 2. Tell him what we discovered. No, I'm not gonna tell him. You're the one who's obsessed with it. Okay, Lynn. It's asshole number 1. There's something in this room with us. What's in the room with you? I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Yeah? What do you not like about it? You're not gonna believe me if I tell you. Alright, suit yourself. No, that's just rhetorical. I'm gonna tell you. I think it's reading my brain. You have something in there that's reading your brain? What does that mean? It means that I think that it's reading my thoughts. I know that it's reading my thoughts. I can feel it reading my thoughts. It's kind of like if my mind were a book, I could feel it reading the words. What do you make of that? No name. Tell us how that feels, asshole. How it feels to have my brain read? Yep. Feels violating. Violating is what it feels like. So it can read your brain. Yeah. Why don't you try reading its brain? Asshole. How am I supposed to read the brain of a device that doesn't have a brain? How do you know? Because it's a fucking it's a machine. I don't know. It doesn't have a brain.
then try interfacing with it. Well, I mean, it's watching me. That's what I can get. Okay. But it doesn't have a camera? Is that what you're telling me? Well, I didn't say that, but that's what it is. Well, I deduced that, dumbass. You would have said it was a camera. If it was watching you with a camera lens. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I can tell that it's... Watching is not the right word, but reading is the right word. It's reading my brain. Okay. Very good, asshole. So this is what you're gonna start doing. You need to turn to that device and start feeding it with your brain. Feed it whatever you want to feed it. Now it's going to be starting to read thoughts that you're creating that you want it to read so you can send a signal to it. You understand? Yeah, I get it. Good luck, asshole. What an asshole. So what do you think? You think he's right? Ian, I told you I don't even want to deal with this. You know, you're calling me Ian, but we both know that's not my name. I'm calling you Ian out of habit so we don't break the habit when we talk to them. Do you even know my real name? Yeah, I've checked out your records. But if you're gonna call me Alan, I'll call you Ian, just so we don't mess up when we're talking to them. Dude, what do you think about his suggestions? I don't know. I want to focus on them, you know? If you get obsessed with this device, you're not going to be watching them. And that's one thing that's, I don't know. What is that going to do to you? Have you thought about that? It might just take me out of the game for a little bit, I guess. Don't you feel it? Well, Ian, the more you talk about it, yeah. Just feeding it some of my thoughts. Yeah, what were you telling it? I was telling it to start reading my thoughts. Ian, I just wanted to see what it would do. Well, right when it reads the thought to not read your thoughts, it's reading your thoughts, okay? Yeah, I figured that out and I stopped doing it. That's fucked up. What?
He was reading my thoughts, and then it just sent a thought to me. That device. Yeah. Well, what did it say to you? It said that guy down there, the one who hasn't told us his name, he told me that I don't know what it said. It just said that something's going on with him. I don't know what it said. Something like he's up to something. A man without a name. I have a name. Yeah, a man who hasn't told us your name? That you? Yeah. What are you up to? So now you want to know. What are you up to? What makes you think I'm up to anything, asshole? Is that I don't want to get in a fight with you. But I know that you're up to something. And the clock is ticking. Is that right? Why is the clock ticking, asshole? Because that device up there is something about it. Yeah, there is, isn't there? You know what it is, don't you? Maybe. Why has it got a countdown? Why does it have a countdown, asshole? I don't know what it's doing, but when it was reading my mind, it put something in my mind, and it told me to fucking pay attention to you, and then there's a countdown. So I don't know what it is, but I'm not feeling good about it. You know, we can cut off oxygen to that room. Oh, you can. Yeah. And we can freeze you out, turn off the lights, starve you to death, lock the door. We can do whatever we want. Is that right? Yeah, so tell me what this is about. You want to know what that device is about in your room? Up there in the corner, don't you? And that's what I'm asking about. And notice how the other asshole isn't even paying attention? Yeah, he doesn't care. Might want to think about that. might be important. Alan, are you listening to this? Yes, I'm listening to this. This is the only thing I'm paying attention. Why wouldn't I be listening to it? He says you need to pay attention to the device. Ian, look at me. He's manipulating you. I don't think he is. That thing is in my mind, and it's giving me commands, and I don't like it. So I think you need to pay attention to it too, so that we have two minds on this instead of just one. Because right now we're out of sync. You're paying attention to them, and this thing's reading my mind, and I'm trying to make sense of it. Ian, if I start paying attention to that thing, it's going to start reading my mind too. And then it's going to be reading both of our minds and sending both of us commands, and then guess what's going to happen? We're going to fall out of sync. We're going to lose our advantage here, and we're going to have no leverage over the guys in that room down there. None. Because we're going to be preoccupied whatever the fuck that thing is. So as long as I stay focused on them, we're still in the power position. You see what he's done? You see what he's done to you, Ian? He's taken you out of the game. By getting you all flustered about this thing in the corner. For me, that thing doesn't exist. It only matters to me because it matters to you. No. He said that he was in that room to change the world. Okay? He said he's, what did he say, flipping the script? He's observing the observer. He's watching us. He can't see us. No, but he can hear us. He's been talking to us. So what? Yeah, but what I'm saying is that just because he can't see us doesn't mean that he can't see us. Asshole, he can't see us. No, but he can. There's no way that mirror there, the camera, all of it, none of it is going to give him some optical awareness of us. So what I'm saying, Alan, he is reading the energy in our voices and able to discern what's happening with us and the fact that there's this thing up in the corner. He can tell that by just the way we're talking. Really? That's what I think, yeah. You're going batshit, you know that, don't you, Ian? I'm going batshit. Because if this thing can read my thoughts, then why can't that guy just figure out what's going on with me through listening to my voice? I'm not feeling good about this, Alan. I'm wondering if that thing up there is actually real or is just a figment of my imagination that this fucker down here put there. And now I'm just projecting it. Do you see it? Yes, it's there. It's there, Ian. Well, why don't we... Do we have a ladder? That thing's gotta be fucking 20 feet up there. No, I don't know of any ladder in the warehouse. What is in this warehouse? We should be able to get something to dislodge it. As far as I know, Ian, there's just a cafeteria, some places to take a shit. What? That's what I said. Asleep? Ian, we don't sleep here in the warehouse. Have you ever slept? No. But if I don't need to sleep, what do I need to eat or drink or shit? Well, you need to shit if you're eating and drinking. Okay, well, why do I need to eat and drink if I don't need to sleep? It's a good question. I don't know. Maybe we just need some energy to keep on watching these guys. Or maybe we need energy, Alan, so we can keep on feeding this thing. How are you doing down there, guys? Did you hear that? Yeah, I hear that. What do you think about that? Well, then, I think he's shitting his pants. How we doing, fellas? Morgan? Things are heating up, aren't they? Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm just like it's like I'm, like I'm just running track here. Just running track, like what's his name? Moosey and Bolt. Or the other guy, Jesse Owens, just wow. Every time I circle the track inside here, yeah, it's a small track, but every time I'm generating more and more heat. And I could feel the energy. I could feel it heating up, and I could feel it. And it's fucking great, man. Thank you so much, guys. I am at the perfect temperature right now. Yeah. All right, Morgan, all right. That's what I like to hear. And how about you, Kevin? You having a good time, buddy? Yeah, I'm having a really good time, man. This is better than any game I've ever watched. And if my wife were here right now, she would be proud of me. Do you know why she would be proud of you, Kevin? Because I'm here with you fellas, and we are making it happen, and it feels good. I'm like not a couch potato anymore. I'm up and about, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it with Morgan, and he's just doing these laps around the room, and it's so great. And I'm sitting here, and I'm just plugged in, man. I'm having the time of my life, man. I can feel that Ian and Alan are shitting their pants because of that damn thing up there in their room. Oh, yeah, this is the best time. Yeah. Well, very good, Kevin. I'm happy to hear that, brother. Lynn, tell me. It's good. I was skeptical, but I'm not as skeptical. I feel like we're making progress. Because I could hear, and I know you could hear it too. They're panicking. They're getting destabilized up there. What did you have to do with that? Yeah. Thank you for that. That's the perfect question. Lynn, what did I have to do with it? What did you have to do with it? What did Morgan and Kevin have to do with it? I don't want to reveal too much, Lynn. Every time we look into that camera, into Alan's eyes, into Ian's eyes, our gaze is shifting them neurologically. Did you notice that? I'm supposed to be the test subject, right? They're the zoologist. I'm here, animal in a cage. Pacing. But every time I look in the camera, their lives change. So who's the animal in a cage? Keep looking into the camera. Change them. That's right, boys. You heard it. Yeah. Well, Alan, he's been fucking with my brain. And that's what I was telling you. Just pay attention to them. Don't get lost in the fucking thing in the corner. It's fucking practically a fucking... I don't know what it is. It's a demon. Yeah, but that's the problem, Alan. The more I pay attention to that guy, the more I feel my skin crawl with that thing reading my brain and trawling my mind. Well, then shut your mind down, Ian. Stop being such a baby. If you give up your leverage now, you will never get it back. Those guys won't ever trust you again. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. I gotta get out of here, Alan. I can't stay in this room any longer. That thing is fucking freaking me out. It's like it won't stop reading my mind, and then there's this tick-tock, like it's just like a bomb is about to explode. Like there's a fuse. It's a timer. Get out of here. You can't leave, Ian. You can't leave, man. We have shifts here. We keep each other company. We are a team. I leave. I have my meal. I take my shit. I come back. You update me. I share my thoughts with you, then you go, you have your meal, you take your shit, I update you, you share your thoughts with me. We're here as a team. If you leave, all of this goes to hell, man. All of it. You can't leave. You have to stay with me. I need you. I need you, Ian. So, if you could just do me a favor and pull yourself together, that would be great. You don't want a break. You don't want to break. You want to stay strong. If you leave me now, this entire warehouse will fall apart. I can tell you that. I can assure you that it is a grave mistake. So just take a moment and breathe. Take a nice deep breath. There, how are you feeling now? You feeling better? No, I'm not. I feel like I'm about to be lynched and hung from a tree. Like that thing right there is just gonna reach down and grab me by the throat and hang me from the top of the room like a gallows. If I don't get out of here, I can feel the noose tightening around my neck right now. I'm sorry. I can barely breathe. I've got to go. I've got to go. No. Ian, there's no rope around your neck. That's just calm down. You're just hallucinating a little bit. It's like a bad dream. There's no noose. You're not being lynched. You're not hanging from the ceiling, my friend. Just stay. Stay. I need you. Here. Bye.
How you guys doing up there?
We are doing just fine, Len. Thank you.
Oh, I don't think so.
We're fine. I don't think so.
Ian, I presume. Hey guys. Welcome to the party, Ian. Asshole. It's good to be here. Or at least it's better to be here than up there. I'm sorry, Alan. I think only one asshole is best up there in that booth. You've made a grave mistake, asshole. You really fucked it.
Oh, God.
Oh, what's going on, Alan?
You cursed this place, you motherfucker.
I didn't curse anything, man. I just got the fuck out of there. Ugh. I am not abandoning my post. I'm not abandoning my post.
I'm not abandoning my post. This is you and me, asshole. It's you and me. I can hear you. I can hear the ticking. I can feel you reading my mind. You're just gonna have to keep doing it.
Because I'm not abandoning my post.
You hear that? I am not abandoning my post.